Hey everyone, and welcome back for our Pick a Card reading. This reading today is going to be Who Wants Your Forgiveness? / Who Wants to Reconcile? And at the end of the reading, we're also going to be looking into energies for communication, whether they might reach out to you or you might reach out to them. Maybe. We'll take a look into that. Have a clear mind for this reading. Try to just keep an open mind because anyone could come up. We are going to be looking at the strongest energies, so most likely it'll fall on just one person if there happens to be more than one. So this just the strongest energies for it. So be sure also to check out my last video. It was a how-to, some tarot tips for you guys who are learning the tarot. And I just wanted to also let you know that zodiac readings are coming soon, and they're going to be for all of the zodiacs for February 2021 predictions and guidance. So here we have the 4 groups for our Pick a Card, Who Wants Your Forgiveness? This is a general reading. If you want a personal reading, you can check out the info in the description, and the timestamps for the groups are going to be in the description as well as the comments. So let's look at our options here today. Go with whatever one you feel called to the most. So this here is group number 1. This is serpentine. That's group number 1. Group number 2 is rhodonite. Group number 3 is pyrite. And group number 4 is the amethyst heart. One more time. We have here group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. Take as much time as you need. Again, going with whatever one your gut, your spirit is calling towards you the most. And whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, and this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is serpentine. So let's take a look. Spirit, this reading is for group 1. And who wants their forgiveness / who wants to reconcile. Spirit, please provide us with clear, guided messages for group 1 and who wants their forgiveness or to reconcile. All right, so let's see. Take a look here. Group 1. Spirit, for group 1, who wants to reconcile with them? What are the energies for whoever wants to reconcile with group 1? Who wants group 1's forgiveness? What's going on there, Spirit? Who wants group 1's forgiveness? Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who wants group 1's forgiveness? All right. So group 1, we have here the King of Swords and the Two of Wands as a start. So that King of Swords is already looking like it immediately might have brought up a person here. So there could be some... I'm going to look directly into the King of Swords and see who this is, who it could be. But this is looking like someone who is perhaps looking at you from a distance. And I don't think I've ever gotten that message in any of my pick a card readings, but I mean, it is kind of the nature of the question. If they want your forgiveness, then I'm going to probably guess that you guys are not in communication, although that is not going to be 100% of the case, right? But this is someone who's looking at you from a distance and has no idea how you're doing, basically. Okay, so it looks like this person also could be at a physical distance for some of you. With the King of Swords coming up here, this is a masculine energy of someone who is quite logical and perhaps cutting with their words at times. They most likely are a very, very truthful person, but maybe a little bit too truthful sometimes, or too blunt. Interesting that we have the Queen of Swords at the bottom. Very interesting. Spirit, for group 1, what else can you tell us? Who wants their forgiveness, or what's going on in these energies here for group 1, Spirit? Who wants their forgiveness or to reconcile with group 1? Oh, there it is, the moon. Okay, so it does look like things were left off and a lot of confusion. So again, whether or not you are in communication with this person, because you never know, it looks like recent interaction or the last thing, how it left off, was left off in confusion or uncertainty. Things were just unclear. You know, nobody really knew what was going on. The Four of Pentacles is also here. Let's see what these are. We have the 6. All right, so we have the 6 of Cups. This is an old friend. That's it. I mean, it's showing it right there. It is an old friend. I'm not really getting that this is a soulmate, although for some of you it certainly could be. But this is looking like this is an old friend from, I mean, it could have been even a childhood friend for some of you, but I just feel that this was an actual real friendship, not just an acquaintanceship from your past. And here, things I feel were stunted. So because of something going on in terms of this uncertainty with the moon, this could have also been fear. Maybe somebody here was afraid or triggered or something like that caused them to run away, or one of you to run away from the situation. We have stunted growth here, and then we have the 8 of Swords. Someone felt trapped. I do feel that it's the King of Swords that felt trapped. And then here we have the Judgment card. With the Judgment card coming up, this could be this person wanting some kind of a new beginning entirely. The Judgment is a very powerful sort of stance here. It's like this powerful announcement kind of in our reading here that says, hey, I want to start anew. The Judgment card is the second to last card in the Major Arcana that says we're almost at the end of our journey and we're reaching enlightenment. That, yes, it is that dramatic, basically. So this is what I feel this person wants. Okay, so first we have a hint of the person who it might be, but this is very interesting, the events that took place, the energies that are surrounding this connection. I'm interested in the 4 of Pentacles, actually. I wonder. Let's just get a little bit more first. Spirit, what else can you tell us for the situation for group 1 and who wants their forgiveness? That's interesting. The 8 of Wands just flashed very, very quickly at me. The 8 of Wands is for communication. What else for group 1? All right, I'm going to tell you right now, this person thinks that you don't want to talk to them. This is not a shy person. This is a person who is direct and straight to the point. They show up and they are very present. but they get this sensation that you're the one that is blocking their energy or their communication. And this could literally be the case for a lot of you. You could actually have this person blocked right now if this is familiar, if this is resonating for you, right? You might know who I'm talking about. But if it's not that you literally block them, they just feel, whether or not you had a huge falling out or whatever happened, they do feel that you're the one that doesn't want to talk to them, which does make sense considering that, yes, this is so maybe the question was more along the lines of who wants to reconcile after some, it could have been some mild tiff or argument or something like that, versus this horrible thing, which I do expect fully we'll see here in some other groups. But for you guys, it doesn't look like it was anything completely devastating. It just looked like at a certain point things became stuck or clashed or just sort of bubbled over. Like, I don't know, I was getting this weird image of like something boiling. I mean, maybe someone was angry, I'm assuming. Okay, look at that. Oh my gosh. What a combo, the Hermit and the 9 of Swords. Whoa. Okay. So, we're almost here at the end of the cycle. Remember, the Judgment. We have 2 9s. It's very, very important. I don't know if 9 is something important in your connection, but we're coming towards the ending of the cycle. This means, what I feel from this is that either they are almost done with their learning, or you are, or it's coming towards the end where maybe you are meant to speak to this person again. Wheel of Fortune, alignment, destiny, and being guided. Okay. Yeah, this is very heavy. Okay, so speaking of 9s is one thing, but look at the actual imagery here. This is someone, okay, whether it's one of you or both, standing in their solitude with a lot of pain, anxiety, rumination, just really overthinking about the situation, not just about this, but also just about everything, the past. This is someone who definitely spends a lot of time mentally in the past. Sometimes in the future, but in a different way. Maybe in terms of, let's say, yeah, expectations or something like that. But this is very sad to me because the Hermit means, hey, we drifted apart or we were propelled apart and now we're walking alone. Okay, that is sad. And I keep getting a lot of vibes from the King of Swords. So when I said before, the King of Swords, whoever this is, male or female, it just feels that this King of Swords energy, they're not shy, but I do feel in this particular case they are a little timid. So just a bit, yeah, hesitant, or there's something that they're keeping held. There's something that they're keeping trapped. This is their expression. They love you though, like in whatever form, as a friend, as a something more than a friend, whatever the case is. They love you, they care for you, and this is exactly what they are keeping trapped within their own head. Which is weird for them because they are usually very vocal about anything. With the Four of Pentacles here, this was a connection that was meant to continue. So it's this energy stream that we're feeling with this connection. And all of a sudden it just got halted. There's something there, right there, in the path of the stream of energy. And it was halted and stunted. And I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg here, but it created a lot of shadow. It created a lot of shadow for both of your individual paths. And I mean, depending on the case, I know everyone has a different story here, but if you, I just got this image of the roads coming back together and creating light. And then over here, I always am drawn to the fact that the Hermit is holding a lantern. So maybe the both of you are holding your light and meant to be drawn back towards each other. There was a lot of guidance in this connection. A lot of support and a lot of helping each other figure out your own shadows. Wow. Okay. We have the Four of Cups at the bottom. See, more blockage. All right. Let's see. Spirit, what can you tell us specifically about the King of Swords? Any other details, clues about the King of Swords, Spirit? Please and thank you. They have not lost hope. How beautiful is that? Oh my goodness. This is also Aquarius energy. And the King of Swords is an air element. So this, for some of you, could be an air sign or an Aquarius. Yeah. Or maybe the letter A is significant for you guys as well. I don't really think the letter Q might be relevant to a lot of people, but that's another thing that stood out when I saw the word Aquarius. Okay, I'm really feeling it here. I'm not feeling sad or upset, but the vibe that I'm feeling is very blah, colorless. It sucks. They want the color back in their life, in that particular avenue of their life. So they kind of go back and forth between having hope and faith and also having hopelessness. Now, wow, what a duality there. Look at all the color in this. The brightness and the fun, the joy. It's just, I can't, like, it makes me sad to feel that energy for you guys, or for them. There's also a lot of blue. There's also a lot of blue there. So maybe blue might be another clue. Spirit, anything else about the King of Swords? What can you tell us about the King of Swords, please? Yeah, so I did say before a mild tiff, right? So here it is. Here's the argument. Here's the falling out. Yeah, the argument and the falling out. And again, blue. There's something here about the color blue. It could be, I don't know, their favorite color of their eyes, a favorite article of clothing, something like that. And also could be hinting at the throat chakra as well. Remember, we saw before with expression. So what I'm also seeing before I get into this person wants to remove their blockage, or there's like this weird filter or something that's sort of blocking their expression. They want to remove this, and they've been thinking about it for some time. So in other words, they do want to reach out, okay? Or they want you to want them to reach out. So here is the argument that I talked of before, the Five of Wands. And then here with the Six of Swords, this is not for, so I'm actually not seeing that this is talking about them moving on from the friendship or the connection. I feel that this is saying they've moved on from the conflict. They're over the fight. And I just keep getting this feeling of, it's not a severe and an ugly kind of longing, but they miss you. I mean, that's just it. They miss you. It's very natural to them to miss you. All right. Spirit, is there anything else you can tell us about this whole connection, and also any energies for communication, potential communication, Spirit, please and thank you. Oh my gosh, this I can't believe. I mean, I can, but look at this, the sun. Whoa. A lot of happiness here. So much happiness and joy coming right back into the energy stream. I'm smiling right now because I can feel the happiness. I can feel it. This is incredible. I am so giddy right now. The biggest smile ever, because the both of you smiled when you saw each other. So that might be a funny thing if you guys run into each other by mistake. A little ironic, because for the most part everyone's wearing a mask, at least where I am. But whether it's in person or through communication, whatever other means, the both of you saw each other and smiled. I love this. Okay. In terms of whether or not you guys in group 1 are perhaps meant to reach out, trust me when I say that your intuition, your spirit guides will push you to do that if it is right to do. Some of you probably already know whether or not you should, right? But for them, the energy for them, it was a little delicate, but it was indicating that they are hard thinking about it and that they probably will end up doing it. Anything else, Spirit, for communication? What can you tell us? Yeah, they feel the connection. They feel attachment towards you. They understand that there was a lot of shadow energy, but if you take away all those shadows, all that's left is love. And oh my God, I can't believe this. The devil, in my past, in my video, the how-to video, I talked about this symbolism and this, like, these messages in the cards. I just saw right now, quote unquote, saw the devil waving hello. I've never seen that. Not once. This is hilarious to me. The devil is saying hi. No, not the devil, literally, but it's your person. Through the shadows and through the devil energy, they are waving hello. So I think there's a very strong chance of communication. If it's not 100% that they reach out, then certainly someone here is going to end up reaching out. So let's just get a little bit of clarification. Again, I just to see, I want to get an extra set of cards here. This is, okay, hold on. Okay, so Spirit, do you have any additional information for us or any confirming messages about this connection and who wants to reconcile or forgiveness from group 1, please? Okay, whoa. Whew. Okay, this is... Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad I got more cards. Chills. Okay. So here is... Whoa. You guys have some repeating cards here. You have 5 repeating cards, okay? You have the moon energy again. You have the 4 of Pentacles again. The devil again, and the 9 of Swords again. Holy cow. So again, they've been thinking about this over and over and over again, and it's pretty solid energy here. Very strong energy coming from this person. And I'm going to probably extend that into you guys' energy as well. I do feel that there is a little bit of that mirror kind of dynamic going on here, whether it's a friend soulmate or a lover soulmate. And speaking of lovers, that came up as well. So for some of you, it's going to be someone that you were quite passionate about and they were passionate about you too. So if it's not an actual lover, this is still passion. This is still a lot of zesty energy. And then the other 2 cards you had the 7 of Swords. So this could have had to do with the fight. You know, maybe someone here felt betrayed or deceived. Someone here, it could have been something like someone here thought the other person was putting on a false face or something like that. And the person in this card is looking back over the shoulder like, oh, you did something, I have to look back. Meaning there's a lack of trust, okay? But now, and this card also was at the bottom of the deck before, I did notice it, the Strength card. So the both of you have gained a lot of strength over time. I don't know if Leo, it might be Leo for some of you. Okay, let's do a final pull here. Anything else you can tell us specifically about the King of Swords energy, Spirit? Whoa. Okay. So we do have a couple of zodiac. I mean, we actually have a lot of zodiacs coming out, and so, you know, I don't like to overdo it with those because it kind of muddles after a certain point. But here we have the Temperance, okay? Healing and balance, confirmed by the Justice card. Energies on both ends, pain and distress and regret, whatever was the case, is being healed and balanced, or already has been, and it's ripe. It's ripe and ready. See, the Tower, that already happened. This also could signify communication kind of shocking the both of you or one of you. You have the Sun card again. That's a lot of repeats for you guys. You're very connected, and so are they. And then finally, the Fool. New beginning, okay? This is pretty clear that you guys are going to talk again. I mean, I can feel it a good 95% sure that you guys are going to talk again. I would be very surprised if you didn't. For those, again, this is a general reading. So for those of you who, if that's not the case, if that doesn't end up happening, it just think that it can happen. So if you're not ready, if you are purposely blocking anything, then of course it's not going to happen. So in other words, if you're holding a grudge, or if you're actively pushing and refusing their energy, then that would be the case where the communication wouldn't happen. But if you're just doing you're walking your path, and you just are relatively open and sort of balanced, I suppose, then I do see it coming in totally. Okay, so again, the Fool, the new beginning. What a reading. And I really, I never know what to expect, but this was a really interesting reading. I really enjoyed this. It took me through the whole journey of you guys. This was very loving, and there was the battles, but it's like the back and forth, but that is every relationship. So it's never too late. It is up to you, of course. It's up to your free will. It's up to your intuition. But you guys know it's never too late. And at least we can see that the outcome would be very beautiful and a lot of brightness. Okay. Lovely. Thank you guys so much. That's what I have for you. If this didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group. Zodiac's readings are going to be coming up soon. Be sure to subscribe and share if you found this helpful. But otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in, and let me know in the comments what's going on with you. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is rhodonite. Let's take a look. Spirit, this reading is for group 2, and who wants their forgiveness or to reconcile with them. Please provide us with clear, guided messages for group 2, Spirit. Please and thank you. Okay. Spirit, for group 2, what are the energies here? Who wants to reach out? I'm sorry, I can't seem to get this chair back. All right, Spirit for group 2. Whoa, whoa. You saw that? How did that happen? This ended up at the bottom of the deck, reversed. That's interesting. Okay, let me shuffle one more time. That was a little mysterious. Look at the, as I split the deck. Wow. All right, Spirit for group 2. Who wants to reconcile? Who wants their forgiveness? Group 2, Spirit, please and thank you. Group 2, group 2, group 2. Oh my, you have 2 of the same cards that group 1 got. Okay. This might be someone that you used to work with or collaborate with in some way, and you ended up becoming friends, because you do have the 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups came out first. I did want to say that this definitely was an old friend, okay? If there's love involved, we'll also get that as well, but for now, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, so it might have been something having to do with, yeah, work, a coworker. It could have even been a boss or something like that, all right, from a while ago. And then here we also have the High Priestess. We have the King of Swords. This person or someone here in this connection, their intuition is becoming extremely clear at this time. We're sort of moving into the Wheel of Fortune energy where it is a turning point. Intuition is becoming very clear and heightened, as well as psychic abilities. There is a chance that the both of you are already communicating with each other in the 5D, maybe dreams, maybe synchronicities. The wheels are definitely turning here. This is interesting. I'm seeing the wheel turn backwards. Turning backwards. So someone here is really, really thinking of the past, going back to the time where things were good. So anything could be for this reading, but in a reading like this, it's safe to say that you're probably not in communication with the person at all or much. But the wheels are turning here to the past. So someone here is in a lot of nostalgia for the past, okay? Yeah, I don't think that you guys are working together or in collaboration together at all. If it wasn't work, for some of you, it definitely was a group thing. So like maybe knowing each other from a group of friends or something like that. Then we have the Empress. Interestingly, I don't see the Empress as an energy of a person here. I actually see this as the birth of something. So something here is becoming born. The Empress could also talk about fertility and motherhood, right? So something here is being born. This could be a whole new season of energy. It could be the birth of an idea or the birth of an action. Let's see. Someone might also be feeling left out in the cold, all right? With the 5 of Pentacles here. I think that the both of you are actually still in close proximity. I don't feel that there's a big distance between you. Group 1, there was a distance actually. But for you guys, I do feel that you're not far. And the both of you are walking out in the cold here. So the both of you kind of left each other out in the cold in a sense. And yet you're still walking the same journey that you were before. You might not be necessarily speaking or really connected, but you are connected. This is a soulmate type of friendship, right? Kind of cut from the same cloth feeling there. The both of you are going through the same struggles now and yes, in the past. There's a lot of similarities here. The both of you do share a lot of your injuries and wounds. Okay. And someone here keeps looking back into the past and looking at the imprints of the past. And I say that because I'm actually drawn to the footprints in the snow. And I've never been drawn to that before. You know what I see here as well? I see the snow melting in time and becoming green underneath. The spring or the summer, that could be significant for you guys. I see a renewal here. So in terms of communication or someone reaching out, that's already leaning towards a yes, but we'll get more on that. Okay. Spirit, what else for group 2? Who wants their forgiveness or to reconcile with group 2, Spirit? Yeah, this is going to take time. But I do see movement in regards to that. You have a couple of zodiac sign things coming up here, some indications I meant to say. So you have the Four of Pentacles. So actually group 1 did get that as well. So we see here in the connection that something here is, of course, blocked, right? So the love is blocked, the communication and expression is blocked, and time is kind of standing still. I have a feeling that the both of you have had trouble progressing in your lives since the falling out. You've progressed, but I don't feel that it was anywhere near what it would have been. Meaning to say that the both of you really kept each other's wheels turning in a positive direction. And I just feel that that yes, in general, something it's not only because of this connection, but something within your energetic path, both of you. It just so happens that things really stopped moving. So over here you have the Page and the King of Wands. So this could be reflective of your dynamic. Okay, so maybe one of you was younger and teaching the other one in a mentor kind of a fashion. Again, maybe it had to do with a supervisor or a boss kind of a feeling, or even a parental figure here. But the Page and the King, look, these are soulmate energies, right? In a sense of friendship or the dynamic, but there's one that's sort of leading the other, or one that's a bit more experienced than the other perhaps, but they're still on the same wavelength. They're still walking the same path with the same interests and the same fire. That's interesting, right? I haven't really seen this card combo come up and those sort of messages come up. But look at here. You both are facing each other, right? You haven't really ever truly turned away. You're still looking in each other's direction, but you're not focused. The Page of Wands is kind of looking up and just, you know, head in the clouds kind of a thing, while the King of Wands is a little bit more focused, but not directly looking at the page. The King of Wands is the face is straight ahead, but the eyes are so both of you are spaced out. But you're right there. You're right there in front of each other. And again, going back to the thing about proximity I said before, being close and yeah, not being too far away. So we have here the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. There's an equal chance that the both of you might reach out to each other in time. Equal. I see it 50-50. So really, I mean, it looks like this is kind of up to whether or not you feel called to. You're going to feel called to one day, maybe, maybe not. But if you do want some energy to come back in your life in a good way, some abundance to come back into your life and to remove yourself from the energy of the moon, then, you know, maybe things will come through. We'll still get more for this though, but I do think that it's an equal thing. So that kind of leads me to say, like, maybe it wasn't necessarily a fight that you had. Group 1, it was kind of like that, a falling out because of an argument or something. You guys, it might have been something a little bit more mild. Maybe it was just simply that, for example, if you just, one of you left the job, then, you know, maybe you just kind of lost contact. It could be any number of things, but I don't really think that you ended because of bad energy per se. Bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups, so another soulmate type of energy. for future reference, you know, soulmate, when I say that word, it can certainly mean friend or lover or whatever other kind of connection. It just means that you have that spiritual connection. All right, anything else for group 2 and this person? Anything else about this person? So with the King of Wands, sometimes I look at the actual name, and sometimes letters do pop out to me. So this one, the K, did strike my attention, the K in the King of Wands. The name Kevin came to my mind, but not that that's the name of your person, but the letter V might be another significant one for you guys. The K, the V, maybe the N for some of you, but I was getting more of the K and the V for you guys. Maybe the like, also the name Victor, Kevin and Victor kind of came to my mind. Not that it has to be a male, by the way. I'm just grabbing some letters from the names that float to my mind. So, K and V are the strongest ones. I don't want to dilute that selection by giving too many letters. All right, anything else, Spirit? What else? Yeah, there was something with finance or money or career involved with this connection. It keeps coming up. I mean, it only came up twice. Well, there's a Pentacles over here too. So, yep, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So if it wasn't work, again, it could have been a group dynamic or even school, because I'm getting that lecture hall kind of an image for some of you. This, again, when you met each other, it definitely felt like you knew each other. Instant connection, instant friendship, and good vibes. Any other final messages for group 2? We'll get some other cards here. Yeah, someone stepped away here. I don't know if there was some sort of deception or dishonesty, or just something wasn't quite right here at a certain point. Let's get the Gilded Tarot next. There's something also with the Empress, yeah. This is gonna not apply to all of you for sure, but I got the word maternity. So whatever, very small number of you, it could have been something having to do with maternity leave, you know, something having to do with that. But that was super random, that word maternity. Let's get one more here. Yeah, that was not a good shuffle. Let's see. Spirit, is there anything else you can tell us about this person? Any clues about this person? And let's move into some communication. Any clues there, Spirit? Please and thank you. Yes, I see it. There it is. The V came up again because the Hermit card is a Virgo. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Or an earth sign, maybe. The Empress is an earthy energy, well, like Mother Earth. Let's see what else, but yes. So the Virgo here, or the, not necessarily a Virgo, but this Hermit energy here is this person standing alone and waiting. I think that's both of you. You're both kind of just standing alone and waiting. Yeah, look, see, the Four of Swords. The both of you are just kind of standing back, maybe just resting, maybe just taking your time. Six of Pentacles. Things are balanced out, yeah, or they will be. The chaos has ended. It wasn't ever even chaos. It was just imbalance, perhaps, but that is not a thing anymore. Things are coming into balance, and it's calm. I'm getting calmness, calm energy. So, I mean, I don't know if that's comforting to you guys, like just in the sense of what they might be feeling. It's just, they're just chilling. You're chilling, they're chilling, and it's just kind of, that it is what it is, kind of that phrase there. Okay. Then finally you have the Nine of Cups, so wish fulfillment. The wish fulfillment card, if it is or was your wish that you guys would be in communication, it is going to happen. And finally, We have the Four of Wands. Okay? So this is harmony. I'm not really getting necessarily that this is a twin flame, but again, we did get soulmate kind of vibes just in terms of the connection. But the Four of Wands can also talk about harmony and celebration and things like that. So I do feel like that would be more appropriate here. Let's see what else. Oh, there's these adorable little bunnies in the front of the card there. And as you can see, they're just chilling, you know? They're two innocent energies just wanting to frolic and eat leaves or grass or whatever they eat. All right. Spirit, can we just do one more about communication? Spirit, what are the clues about communication moving forward between group 2 and whoever this is talking about? Anything else? Communication. Potential. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a weird combination. You have the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Look at that again. Okay. So in terms of communication, definitely the both of you feel chained up or locked up in a sense of feeling like you are kind of confined and trapped, but you're actually not. Right? So I do see the chains kind of loosening here over time. Knight of Pentacles, again. Over time, there's a gradual loosening of the chains, a gradual taking off of the blindfold and stepping out of the chain of the cage of the swords. And that makes sense. And then after that point, the Ace of Cups, reconciliation. A new beginning of love. That is so beautiful. I love this. Similar story to group 1. I mean, totally different, but like similar kind of themes. This was so beautiful. I love this. So group 2, that's what I have for you. This, again, very interesting reading here. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you. If it didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group. The messages are always going to be here for you somewhere. But group 2, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and share if you did find this helpful. And just as a reminder, the Zodiac videos for February are coming out soon. So thanks again, sending you blessings, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, which is the pyrite. Spirit, this reading is for group 3 and who wants their forgiveness or to reconcile. Please provide us with clear, guided messages for group 3, Spirit. Please and thank you. Okay. Spirit, for group 3, who wants their forgiveness or who wants to reconcile with group 3? Please and thank you. Who wants to reconcile or who wants group 3's forgiveness, Spirit? Why does this feel weird? It's like very awkward energy, I mean. For group 3, who wants their forgiveness? Who wants their forgiveness, Spirit? Or to reconcile with group 3? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay. Oh. Alright, do I take these? I don't know. Yes. Okay. There it is. Here's the Temperance card as our first card. I'm not necessarily getting a Sagittarius vibe, but it could be. So we have Temperance. Healing is the only thing that's on their mind. They very badly want your forgiveness because in their mind and in their spirit, they are actually equating their healing with your forgiveness. In other words, they feel completely blocked up and in their own inner chaos because of this. That's extremely powerful. Okay? This person is giving themselves hell. Okay? Sorry, I know some people don't like that word. They're giving themselves hell for this. Okay? So I'm sure that other details, this is going to probably be an intense story here. But that's what's happening within their inner world right now. They're lashing out. The Page of Wands is here. They're lashing out. They're in a transition to remove themselves. They're fighting out of their transition from being a child, from being childish. And whatever is going on in their chaotic spiritual journey right now. It's not as bad as it feels for them, but it is quite powerful. I don't feel you're affected by this. I feel like you've already done your healing, honestly. But their waters are raging, and they're hiding that fact. They're hiding it from everyone. But internally, they're going through their own hell, okay? That's just the phrase that keeps coming up. It sucks. Okay. For group 3, who wants their forgiveness? Definitely this person is going through the shift right now. Yeah, see that? The World. Okay. Oh my gosh. The Two of Pentacles, they are fighting for this balance. They have been unable to achieve balance in their entire life, right? They're dropping everything. They're spilling everything. Their energy is all over the place. Everything is falling apart for them. Within their own mind, within their outer world, everything is connected, of course, and they're dropping things all over the place. It just gave me this image of someone trying to juggle all the plates, but everything is crashing. There's no grace here. The energy of the shuffle even showed that it was like awkward and it didn't quite make any sense. Then, Five of Pentacles. I have a feeling this person walked away from you. They were the ones... Okay. They were the ones who walked away because they didn't have the courage to do what was right or to speak their truth or something having to do with an energy that feels quite selfish or even cowardly, I'm sorry to say. But they were the ones that walked away. In a different time of your life, this could have looked like you being left out in the cold, but you are past this. You have learned your lessons. Maybe you're more experienced or even older than this person. But you've already reached the other side of your world, like, so your next spiritual chapter. They have not. And they're just, look at this. They've caused their own suffering because of this. They know it, and you know it. I don't think that this is something... I feel like there's this vibe coming from you guys that it's not something that you would have, for example, rubbed in their face and said, I told you so. No, you're kind of just hanging back, doing your own thing, as you should be, right? And they're the ones that they just can't seem to get it together. Spirit, what else for group 3? Who wants their forgiveness or to reconcile? Please and thank you. For group 3, please. Oop, there's the Tower. Very Tower energy, yes. I'm not surprised at all. They're going through the Tower. Their whole life is one big Tower moment. I mean, you know. You also have the Seven of Cups. You also have the Chariot. Let's take a look at that later. But yes, the Tower. Where does it begin? Where does it end? There's always chaos internally for this person, and even externally some of the times, not all of the time. Sometimes there's lulls. They reach lulls and quieter energy seemingly. But it's just this raging storm all the time. They're suffering, you know. I feel for them. I do feel for them, but what I'm feeling more is the energy of you saying you're just not... You're kind of done with that, in a sense, because they've already put you through a lot, I think. Some of you, it's like it was this revolving door kind of a thing. It was like a game of tag kind of a feeling. And on your end, although you can still feel some empathy towards them, you're just really not beat for this anymore. You're just kind of finished. You're done with the games or the unstable energies. Here we have okay, so let's see, 7 of Cups and the Chariot. So the number 7 might be significant for you guys. Okay, coming up twice in a row there. Let's see. 7, so it could be... I mean, for some of you, it might be something like 7 weeks. Or 7, something with 7. I don't 7 months didn't come to me. 7 weeks came to me, actually. Or alternatively, it could just be the number 7, the 7th of something, or July, whatever. Okay. So, this person is still fighting through their shadows. They're still looking at the wrong cups. They're still looking at the wrong things. They think that they have their eye on the prize, but they are fooled. They're not quite ready to do that real inner work, which means the spiritual work, the enlightenment, and the introspection. They're not quite there, but they will be soon. And I do feel that they are, when that happens, they're going to ascend and shift spiritually to that higher state of being, that higher frequency, and finally, I feel it. Okay. Finally be able to see the truth of everything. And that is going to be, I mean, it's a whole Tower moment all over again. But I see this image of them like drenched in a storm. So that could be signifying that they are cleansed of their, cleansed or feeling absolved or something like a surge of something coming through them. And they'll finally do the right thing. They will finally choose the path of light or goodness or honesty, morality, any of these things. Hope, even. Yeah, hope. They'll finally have courage. That I am happy to hear. They will finally have courage. They're finally going to sort of shed that false armor and be real, vulnerable, a real person. Not that they're a fit, whatever that means to you. Like, they're gonna finally be a real human being. I don't know if that's a weird phrase. That I don't mean that to be insulting, but that's the phrase that came to my mind. And they're finally going to be building themselves, their self-esteem, building themselves up instead of this collapsing tower to something that is strong, internally, mentally, spiritually strong. and something way more advanced and sort of like royal, because I was drawn to the castles in the background. They're going to have way more control in their lives. I know I'm going off on like their whole journey, but I know that to you this is important for the most part, right? They're going to have way more control over their chaotic lives and just direct the chariot, direct the vehicle towards peace and stillness and growth. I love it. Good. Okay, I'm relieved to hear that. Very relieved to hear that. For some of you, not 100% of you, your person is going to become single or remove themselves from any, let's say, situation, captivity, or anything that was keeping them stuck or chained to someone. Alternatively, it could be talking about them just gaining a sense of freedom and independence. Spirit, anything else? What else can you tell us about this situation or who this person is? For group 3, who wants their forgiveness or to reconcile? Any energies at all? Group 3. Whoop. I was also getting February. Whether this was... I'm also getting the number 9. I don't know if there's a 9 in... Let me see how many... I think before... What did I tell you guys? I said 7. Hold on one moment. Let me see. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6... Okay, well, give or take. Anyway, I was getting the month of February. I was seeing the number 9. That could mean a lot of different things. But let's do a couple more. Hang on. I don't know if maybe that's something's going to come through in February. Maybe it has something to do with one of you guys' birthdays. I mean, maybe. Or when you broke up the communication. Spirit, what else for group 3? I feel that, so I am, based off of these messages, I mean, it doesn't even really necessarily need to tell me if you guys are going to be in communication, because look at the journey that this person is going through. I posted something yesterday on the community tab about the Fool's journey. This person reminds me of the Fool. And if you're interested in that topic, definitely look it up. I posted a link to the Fool's journey just to learn about it. They are the Fool. They started out on this journey of life, learning all of the lessons that they could possibly learn, and they're reaching the end. They're reaching the end of that cycle, of that journey, and finally coming into their spiritual ascension and growth. Look at all the happiness here. This is fulfillment. For some of you, this could be there. I mean, well, first I'll do this one. So justice, there's balance coming in for both of you. Balance and clarity and fairness. Oh my God, I'm getting excited from this card. I feel it. You guys have waited a long time for fairness. You've waited a long time for redemption or vindication or something to be corrected or told truth. Oh my gosh, I love it. I see it. I feel it. It's so exciting. So for some of you, you also have the Queen of Pentacles, I wonder. There's something here having to do with being hospitable. I wonder if that is an indication of what might happen if you guys do link up again. But you have the Six of Cups, and you do also have the King and the Queen of Cups. This is a divine counterpart. For some of you, yes, it is a friend soulmate, but others of you, this is a love connection. This is definitely, oh my goodness. Your person's coming off as very watery. Over here, I wasn't sure with the Temperance and the Sagittarius sign, but over here, they're coming off as very watery. Okay, so a water sign. Is that, I'm terrible at this. Is that Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio? I gotta get on my research there. Either way, I mean, if they're not a water sign or whatever, they are coming off as very emotional, very psychic too. You do. Okay, let me look at this. Let me look at this. You guys have an incredible psychic connection. I can't even discern who is who here. Look at that. You might be twin flames. You might be soulmates, whatever kind. Look at this. I don't know why I'm doing this. But you guys are just like shifting and you're merging together. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. I can't believe that phrase just came out. You guys are merging together. Okay, so if it's relevant that you guys are twin flames, the ending of the twin flame chaotic journey, it is coming to an end. The nightmarish journey of the twin flame connection, if that's relevant for you guys, it's coming to an end. It's coming to the point where there's going to be reunion or just union. Okay, again, not for everyone, but either way, there's reunion here, there's mirroring of each other. Definitely mirroring each other. But you belong together. I see that here. However that phrase fits in your life, you belong together with this person. You are one. You are one, and the both of you know it. For whatever reason your person ran away, it was for the greater good and for divine timing. And if you guys don't know anything about the twin flame journey, you know, definitely look into that, because pain and honestly suffering and trials, it's all part of it. Okay, this is not to be confused with a toxic codependent connection. Please, you know, please be careful with that one, because there's actually articles on how to distinguish, but there's love here, there's joy, there's harmony, and that's what the true soul connections are. It's based off of love, not fear. Anyway, okay, so here I'm also drawn to the chalices. The both of you are holding your heart open for the other person, but the queen here, the feminine counterpart here, is a little bit more guarded, a little bit more cautious for good reason, but also willing to communicate and willing to accept and willing to step forward. So the queen here has a lot of courage in this connection. The King of Cups is coming off as very, you know, in the past, very wavering, but there's a ton of maturity that is rising from this King of Cups energy. Again, that word ascending. There's a fish here in the background. Yeah, it might be a Pisces. I never noticed that fish before. He's wearing a fish necklace too. You see? Okay, so yes, there's a lot of spiritual guidance surrounding this connection. The angels, the spirit guides have been orchestrating. That's a powerful word. Oh my goodness. They have been orchestrating this connection. This is a divine connection, okay? For some time now. They're like reaching up. Yeah, and again, like I said before with the Queen of Pentacles, this has something to do with hospitality. So that kind of leads me to think that you guys do end up seeing each other in person. I think I shuffled already, but this is here again. All right, so that could have something to do with them gaining financial freedom or independence or something like that, or independence overall. Let's just do one more pull of the Gilded, and then we'll be on our merry way here. Spirit, is there anything else that you can tell us about, let's say, the potential communication, or anything else that is important about this connection with for group 3, please? Ooh, the Hierophant. The Star. The Chariot. The World. Oh my gosh, 4 major arcana cards in a row. I'm gonna say safely that yes, communication is coming through here. the Chariot. I feel that for most of you, this person is gonna charge forward. But that doesn't mean that on your end, there's a little thing coming through here. If it is the case that, let's say you reach out first with like something super duper small, like just 2 words, literally, they're going to come charging back. So that's up for interpretation. That one, you know, if you are thinking about it, or, you know, if you ever feel called to, obviously that's the answer. But it is showing in any regard that they do show up. 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Success and victory. The Star card, the World card, Hierophant. Okay. So, yes, again, rising spiritually. The Hierophant is a very, very spiritual card. The Star, same thing. Having hope and faith. Never giving up hope. The light is still shining and beaming between the both of you. And you are becoming more and more connected through the crown chakra, being guided towards each other effortlessly. I see it. I think you just... I have a feeling that one of you, it probably... I mean, I was getting more you. Might have had a dream very recently of the union coming together. Pay attention to the symbols always. I mean, a dream is kind of like a standard. There's always going to be symbols. But write down the important symbols and discern what they could possibly mean. But yeah, the word twin might have been important. Okay, so with the World, we do finally have the ending of that cycle. We're ready to start anew. And what comes after the World? The Fool. Ha! Yes, the Fool's journey. Final thoughts, Spirit, for group 3. Group 3. Any final words for group 3, Spirit, please and thank you. And thank you for these messages, Spirit. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. That's interesting because the Judgment card didn't pop up, but that's really the image that I got from them before. That's the journey that they were on. So you also, okay, so you had the Two of Pentacles again, going back to the present, the immediate present. They are still working things out. They're still juggling the plates, the pentacles, they're juggling, they're very much normally focused on the 3D world aspects of their life rather than the spiritual. They constantly fixate and obsess over the earthly things too much and not spiritual at all, right? But that is going to change. That is going to balance out soon, and they're just going to have no choice but to rise up from that because they have no other option. They've hit a wall, you know. They can't do anything else except drop those pentacles, drop those plates, and just wake up. That's it. They have no choice but to awaken now. Okay. Judgment, see? Ascension, spiritual elevation, alignment with the angels, alignment with the spirit guides, the divine, awakening the crown chakra. Very powerful here. And then finally we have the Emperor. So structure, order, and just being in their power as we move forward. Humility too. I'm also drawn to the staff that he's holding. It does look like a sun. It does look like something, it's like this orbit thing. You know, this is a cosmic kind of a connection here. But a lot of happiness coming through. It does, I mean, the sun card didn't pop up, but I do feel sun energy here. Wow, group 3. What a reading, right? What a reading. So, that is what I have for you, group 3. If this didn't resonate at all, always feel free to pick a different group because the messages are here somewhere for you. Okay, so yes, I just, wow, I need a moment. So thank you so much for tuning in. Let us know in the comments what's going on with you and how this resonated. And also come back afterwards, you know, to see, like, to let us know what happened. So Zodiac's coming soon, for February at least. And sending you guys blessings and luck on your journeys. Please subscribe and share if this helped you. Thank you again. Sending you love and light, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is the Amethyst Heart. So let's take a look. Spirit, this reading is for group 4. And who wants their forgiveness or who wants to reconcile, please provide us with clear guided messages for group 4. Spirit, for group 4, who wants their forgiveness? Who wants to reconcile with group 4? Please and thank you, Spirit. Group 4, please. Okay, we had a flash of the Sun card. Let's take it. I was feeling a very soft energy coming through, whether it was you or them. It was just like very soft and compassionate. So just with the only card coming out, and it didn't even really pop out, the Sun here, there is a lot of friendship here. There's a lot of love and care and compassion within this connection. Let's see what else. 5 of Pentacles at the bottom. So yeah, definitely a break in communication. Someone feeling left out in the cold. What else? For group 4, who wants their forgiveness, Spirit, or to reconcile? For group 4. Okay, so all right, you also have the High Priestess. So in addition to the joy and the innocence and the play here, a lot of play energy, this is also a highly spiritual connection. We have the High Priestess. We also have the 4 of Wands. Whether this is a soulmate friend or lover or a twin flame kind of a feel here, it is very spiritual, very emotional. Again, a lot of emotion, compassion, and a lot of heart coming in, a lot of feeling, right? So this is not an intellectual kind of connection. This is very, very heart to heart kind of a connection. Okay. With the Knight of Swords, it does look like the both of you are moving in the direction towards each other. All right. This is interesting because spoiler alert for the communication, all of the groups did get communication, like that's potential communication. And I also, again, I only said it once in the other reading, but the only way that the communication is not going to come through, I feel, is if perhaps you are mindfully and willfully blocking it. Okay? I'm sure you have your reasons if that's the case. But it does look like there's movement here. For group 4, who wants their forgiveness or to reconcile, Spirit? Yeah, for some of you, this could have been an ex. For a small number of you, it could have been an ex-spouse. With the Hierophant coming up. Yeah, there's a counterpart here. The High Priest and the High Priestess, well, he's aka High Priest, could be a divine counterpart here. There is a lot of love, you know, love/lover feeling coming up here, although, again, it depends. What else? For group 4? More cups here, all right. I think someone was deceitful within this connection, and that's what led to not being in communication anymore. Let's see. Okay, so you have the Seven of Swords. That card really made an appearance. It made a huge appearance tonight. Okay, someone here might have not been serious about the connection or perhaps commitment. And they were just kind of playing around and not taking it seriously is really all I'm getting from this card. If not deception, there was some kind of energy like that. All right, what else? So we have the Knight of Cups. So we had the Knight of Swords, now the Knight of Cups. So another card signifying movement, although it's interesting here because now that the two knights are side by side or back to back, they are moving in opposite directions. But at the same time, I see moving in opposite directions and eventually coming back together, like coming back around. So we also have the Temperance card. So see, healing and balance is coming through. The World card, the ending of this cycle and starting a new cycle, right? You also have the Moon. I'm drawn again to friendship here. There's a strong friendship here, but there was something very biting, something not completely toxic, but there was something here. Maybe someone said something that stung the other person. There was something here having to do with someone getting their feelings hurt or doing something that maybe one of you deemed as deceptive or even something like betrayal. All right, and it just never was quite resolved or hashed out. With the Six of Wands, that's an interesting one. Okay, maybe with the Six of Wands, this could be referring to both of you feeling like you were in the right and that you didn't do anything wrong. That's coming from the both of you. If the if the both of you feel that way, then perhaps all right. I mean, I guess that's technically possible, but I don't really see how it is possible if the both of you are not even speaking. Someone did something wrong, right? And you do have the card for that. But the both of you feel that you didn't. What else? Spirit for group 4. Who wants their forgiveness or to reconcile? Please and thank you. Group 4, please. And there's the conflict. This was a very petty battle. I mean, this was not... I don't think that this was anything over the top, too dramatic. This was a petty fight or a petty energy between the both of you. That's a shame, because obviously if you're looking in separate directions now just for something so small, you know? You also have the Judgment card. I see here that this could be someone trying to offer... Yeah, there's someone here trying to offer something. I'm just not quite sure who it is, but someone here offers their words or offers some kind of... I mean, I don't know what it could be besides words, but it's something that they can hear. Some form of communication that is audible versus like just seeing the person in front of your face. It's something here you're receiving through sound. I only say that because I was drawn to the little lines here, the sound coming out, the music coming out. It could be also just indicating a sign. Then we have the King of Wands. Let's see what else. More conflict at the bottom, but this is just argument, a little disagreement, perhaps, something like that. What else for group 4? Who wants their forgiveness? All right, you have the Three of Swords and the Page of Wands. So, I think, I forget which group had that exact combination. The Page and the King. Okay. So, in your case, they're looking away from each other. Same thing as the Knight. So, the both of you did not see eye to eye. Probably still don't quite see eye to eye. But all of the messages here are leading towards eventually that reversing and finally being able to see eye to eye and what pain took place. Bygones be bygones is the phrase that came to my mind. And I do see the stormy skies passing in time. Passing, yeah, as time goes by. Okay. Let's do one more and then get the Gilded after that. Spirit, anything else? For group 4, anything else? Anything else about who this person is or any other clues about this person? Alright, so again, from before, if this was not an ex-spouse or an ex or something like that, yes, it just was a friend. No other clues are really coming out. I think one of the other groups got something having to do with work or even family or a friend group, but for you guys, this is an old flame, an old friend, something like that. Someone here is very stubborn. I mean, I don't know if it's one or both of you, but there is this stubbornness coming out from that card. But there's also sadness. There's also loss. There's also regret. And in time, release of that energy. We have the Hermit card. They're thinking about it. I'm getting this feeling that for some of you, they're not really consciously thinking about it, but their soul feels it. So on some level, they do feel it. I don't think that for 100% this person, of you, that this person is consciously thinking on, like, hey, let me, it's not really in the forefront of their mind for some of you. So that being said, let's get more on the communication part, but let me see. Again, see? All right. Let's do the Gilded. All right, so Spirit, can you please give us some clues for potential communication in this connection? The Two of Cups, yes. I'm nodding, yes. Because the Two of Cups, I have to point this out. Twice you got cards where you have the two knights and then the king and the page, both of wands, looking in different directions. You're coming full circle and then you'll be looking at each other, see? Facing the same direction, being eye to eye finally, with open cups. All right? Spirit, what else can you tell us about the communication aspect? The Sun, oh my gosh. Yes, the light will be restored. Oh, that's a repeat card. So strong. Okay. Let's see. Oop. Anything else about... Yeah, the Chariot also made quite an appearance in all of the readings, or some of them, I don't remember. Okay, so we do have some more painful energies that are still present. So we did have the Two of Cups. We had the Sun card coming out for the second time. happiness is on the way, right? It is potentially there in the future, unless of course you really are blocking this person, like so strength, that's always a good sign, always a beautiful sign. So the both of you being able to build and to gain strength in yourselves and for the greater good type of a thing. You have the 9 and the 10 of Swords. So the time for this pain and this distress is coming to an end. It is. The swords just fall away. And speaking of swords again, you have the 5 of Swords again. It's interesting because for all of the groups, you know, I was for the most part able to get vibes for who would reach out first. But for one of the groups, it was an equal 50-50. I really just got equal. So, I mean, it just depends. It depends on your journey, and it depends on whether or not you feel called within yourself, in your intuition to do it. I mean, either way, it's going to happen. I mean, I see it as happening. I do see this coming together. It's just a matter of who opens up their cup first, and it could easily be either one of you. Okay? Chariot, see? One of you was going to make a decision. Yep. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Absolution and rebirth. Any final messages for group 4, Spirit? And whoever wants their forgiveness or to reconcile or anything at all about this connection. Okay, I'm done. Wow. We're asking about communication, and the 8 of Wands comes up. That's communication. Whoa. It's, yeah, I see it. It's coming. It's coming. So you have the Moon card. Yeah, the Moon card is the energy that you're still in, along with the 2 of Swords. Right? So someone is thinking about it now, or they will be very, very soon thinking about it, but they are still undecided. So it's kind of like you're at that delicate balance of events of the future. Everything is like up for interpretation until something happens, and an action, a thought, a decision happens. So at this point, nobody probably could tell you what was going to happen because the decision hasn't been made yet. But it will. Okay. This is really... Okay, so let's just... I feel called to do a final pull. 4 of Wands again at the bottom of the deck. We saw that over here. Okay. Let's do one last one. Any last messages? Spirit, for group 4. Our amethyst people. Group 4. So, final cards. This is a period of rest for the both of you with the 4 of Swords. I feel that both of you, in your own individual ways, are gaining your personal power, confidence, and connection to the divine, coming up as the Empress and the Magician. Different sort of powers you're developing, or different journey in a sense. But both of you are really climbing and really gaining that strength that we saw earlier. This is a very equal connection, a very give and take 50-50 type of connection, energetically speaking. I don't know what happened in the actual connection, but like you guys are really on the same page, it looks like. Very good flow between the both of you energetically. So, final card, 8 of Cups, okay? 8 of Cups can mean that someone is just moving on and moving away, but in your case, similar to one of the other groups, you guys are moving on from the stale energy, from the past energy, and ready for that new chapter. Okay, so again, I see the communication, I see it, but if for some reason, you know, within your intuition or just within your own knowing, if you know that it is not right for this person to be back in your life, then of course you're going to go with that. You know, I'm just saying for the most part, if it is the case that this is a healthy connection, you know, if there's no harm and anything, then I do see it, okay? It's kind of hard. It's general reading, so it's kind of tricky. So, that's what we have. Remember, 2 sun cards here. Very beautiful. Okay, group 4. Very interesting reading. I love it. So, that's what I have for you. And if it didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group. The messages are always here for you somewhere. But let us know in the comments what's going on with you. And thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe and share if this helped. Zodiac readings coming soon. And send you guys blessings on your journeys. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.